with me and Juan. I just put on the mustache and everyone's like, who are you? I can't even tell. Where's David? Where'd he go? He's gone. And welcome back to Storytime. Today's story is the greatest Juan of all time. Okay, that was really bad. Okay, so I've always had this question. Is Juan me? And am I Juan? Are we two different people or are we the same person? And today, everything is going to be revealed to you. And I'm sorry to break it to you, but Juan and I are two different people. I know people thought that we were the same person and I was like acting as Juan in my videos, but the truth is Juan is my cousin and I have him in my videos, you know, every now and then, and he's a real live person.
Are you serious?
April Fools! Is it April still? I don't even know. This story time is going to be about Juan. The character Juan, where he came from, where he is, and what Juan does. So the truth is, obviously, Juan and I are the same person. Boo! No, David, I thought he was a real person. I loved Juan. Yes, I act as Juan, and obviously, it's not much different than what I look like. I just have a mustache. It's kind of like when you watch a superhero movie, and then the superhero like puts on some glasses and then they're like, who are you? I can't even tell.
Wow. Hey, who are you? Who are you? What are you and what are you doing in your house?
With me and Juan, I just put on the mustache and everyone's like, where's David? Where'd he go? He's gone. Originally, Juan was a really random character. I'll post my first Juan Vine ever right here. But I had not called him Juan yet. I was just making a Vine and I thought it would be funny. Obviously, there's two inspirations for Juan. The first inspiration, as you saw in the Vine, was the Tapatio bottle. So there was a Tapatio guy on the bottle and I was like, I'm gonna make a Vine and I'm going to drink some Tapatio and then turn into the guy. The Vine did good, whatever, it was fine. And then I was like, I'm gonna be my grandpa. So I have a photo, I'll show you, of Juan and my grandpa. Very similar characters. My grandpa inspired a lot of Juan and he knows this now. I've already said it. I think I did an interview once on actual TV where I was talking about what inspired Juan, and I said it was my grandpa, and then my grandpa was like telling all his friends and everybody that he was my inspiration for Juan and a lot of my character and stuff like that. But my grandpa, you know, he wore the huaraches, he wore the flannel. We looked like the same, like I said in the picture, you can tell. And the way he acted was just so funny to me. And also, you know, he like would garden his nopales every day. He still has them all in his front yard. Like he has like a wall of nopales, which is really funny. My grandpa was really funny, and he's one of those people that were like funny without trying to be funny. Like they would make you laugh they weren't trying to be funny. They were just like the way they acted was funny. And so then that's when I decided to make more Juan Vines inspired by, you know, my grandpa, but also just my culture in general. I think one of the first ones I did is like Juan, what he uses for silverware, and it was like tortillas and chips. And it's true, you know, every time my grandpa would come over to eat, he would have some tortillas and some chips. You know, that was like, there's a spoon every now and then, but normally there's no forks and spoons. It's usually a tortilla to eat whatever is on your plate. And that's how I grew up too. Like, that's just how I grew up. Like, I always had to have a side of something, chips, tortilla, or bread.
You do you, boo.
So I continued to make Juan Vines constantly, and it was really fun. And Juan has always had the same flannel. And the story of Juan's flannel was my brother, Caleb. We call him Levy. It's my brother Jimmy, then me, then my sister, then my brother Lewis, and then Caleb. So he's the fifth child. There's 7 of us. But he's the fifth child. Caleb had a red flannel, and I borrowed it from him. I was like, hey, can I use that flannel to make a video? And at the time when I was making these Juan Vines, or Vines in general, I still had a full-time job. I didn't think it would become what it became.
I did not expect my night to go like this.
I didn't think Juan would become what he became. I didn't think anything of it. I was just like making videos for fun. I borrowed the flannel and then I kept it. and I never gave it back to him. And till this day, he remembers, he's like, that was my flannel. You never gave it back, and he did not get any royalties from it. No, it's okay. He doesn't need royalties. It's okay. No, not a big deal. You don't need it. You know, obviously, as I progressed in my video production, my props evolved. Everything that I had just got better. But in the beginning, it was that red flannel, which I used and I still have to this day. I never found another flannel, a Juan flannel, for years. And I looked. I'm telling you, I looked. My friends looked. Even my manager at the time was looking for a Juan flannel because we're like, we need another one. Because what if something ever happened to this one? Because it was the only flannel, but I needed to find the exact color, shapes, and everything patterned on it because it wouldn't be Juan. And I think maybe a year and a half ago, well, he's a filmer and editor. He helps a lot. He found one on eBay. And so now I have 2 Juan flannels, and I still haven't been able to find one because they don't make them anymore. I believe the brand was called Ezekiel, I think. I don't even know. We found one on eBay, and it was a larger size, which is great because through the years, I got a little bigger, you know, because I work out a lot. That's it. It's not all the, you know, delicious food I've been eating, or that my metabolism's slowing down. But anyways.
I could do like 7 pull-ups in an hour.
So I have 2 flannels for the last maybe, like I said, year and a half. I've been using the new flannel, but I still have the original Juan flannel, which is just tore up. It's old. It has Sharpie on it. It has mascara on it. It has like, it's just an old. I don't use it anymore, but I kept it. And maybe one day I'll just like, you know, put it on eBay and see if anybody wants to buy the Juan original flannel for, I don't even know how much. But I keep it because it is what, you know, started Juan. And Juan's mustache was actually Sharpie. I know, crazy. For the first maybe year, maybe 2 years, the mustache was Sharpie. So I would put Sharpie on my lips, and it would, you know, I had to scrub it off really hard, but it was always Sharpie, you know, until pretty much my wife was like, you need to stop putting that on your lips. That's probably going to be really bad for you. So then I moved from Sharpie to now it's been mascara for the last couple years. Mascara is so easy to put on and take off, way easier. And the original huaraches, so my friend, I believe, Carlos and Tommy, I don't know if they even watch my videos anymore, but yeah, they let me borrow some huaraches for Juan, and they were like the legit ones. I'm talking like leather from Mexico. These were nice, and I still have them too. I kept them as well because it's all original. I'm talking like they were made out of the tires, you know, those ones you get from Mexico that are made out of straight tire, and they're just like the most durable. Yeah, I got those from my friends, so those were the huaraches. And then I would wear the same like blue jeans, I believe, in the beginning for the first, I don't even know, maybe a few months. I would wear the same blue jeans for Juan. So I had like a backpack, and I would put all of Juan's stuff in the backpack. So whenever I needed to make a Juan video, I would take it out. I ended up saying, forget the jeans. Like the flannel has to stay because like that's how people recognize Juan. And the huaraches have to stay because they're legit, you know. But the jeans, I was like, Juan can wear black jeans. He can wear blue jeans. He can wear any kind of jeans. It's okay. I didn't want to wear the same jeans all the time. And also, you know, my waist fluctuates in size a little bit more than, you know, my arms and stuff like that. But the flannel stayed and has stayed and will always stay. And no matter what character he is, you know, if he's Juan Punch Man, if he's the Juan DeLorean, if he's Iron Juan, the flannel has always stuck around and will always stick around. So I started making Juan vines, and they were just kind of like just for fun. But as I started making more vines, I was like, I'm gonna make like a story of Juan, like where he came from, you know, and as he progressed and as he got like, you know, had friends, he became friends with Josh Darnay.
Here you go, Juan.
No arrows?
Not on your first day, but when you're ready, I'll let you shoot this.
Oh, I'm ready. Which is probably one of his biggest, maybe his really only real true friend besides me, because sometimes there'll be videos with me and Juan. And Josh and him were like frenemies, I think. Really kind of frenemies. There was like a love-hate relationship. But Juan really obviously loved Josh, and Josh loved Juan, but they hated each other at the same time. So that's, you know, but they seem to hang out a lot.
Were you really gonna stab me?
No, I would never do that to you.
Juan started to kind of become his own character, and he became more popular than me. So Juan's videos started getting millions of views, and mine were nowhere near. So I was like, people want Juan over me. You know, even though I created Juan, he took a life of his own, and he became the superstar of my videos. And I, in the beginning, wanted to make more and more Juan content, but I was like, I don't want people to get tired of Juan, but no one really got tired of Juan. It's just like they wanted more. But I was like, if I just post Juan every single day, then no one would like him anymore. But I still made videos on my own as my other characters. I do Cholos, I do the magician and all that stuff. But with Vine, Juan's story started. The first one, I bet everybody remembers, is They Call Me Juan.
They call me Juan. They call me Jose. They call me Carlos Sancho de la Cruz Rodriguez Martinez Lopez.
And I remember shooting that Juan video right before work. So I was working 9 to 5 still, probably I think I was actually working 7 to 4 or something like that. 15 minutes or so before I actually went to work, I would make a Vine, maybe almost every day. So I remember I was like, that would be so funny that, I heard the song for some reason the day before. I heard the song, they call me Stacy, whatever the actual lyrics are. And I was like, that'd be funny if it was Juan, they call me Juan, they call me Carlos Sancho de Cruz Rodriguez Martinez Lopez. And then I was like, dude, I'm gonna make that video. So I went ahead and made that Vine, and then I went to work. And at lunch, that video had hundreds of thousands of likes, and I was like, whoa, wait a minute.
Wow, that was amazing.
And not only that, my followers were going up like crazy. And that was really probably the beginning of when I was able to really pursue this. That's when I really broke out, because before then I think I had 10,000 followers, which was nice, but that's not gonna do anything career wise. It was just oh cool, I'm gaining a couple hundred followers every now and then. But then I went from 10,000 to 200,000 followers in a day, which was crazy. But that's what Vine did. Vine would literally, you can gain 1 million followers in a week. You gain 1 million followers easy.
That's right, easy money.
Juan became that, and then I was making more Juan, and then the next Juan Vine that really blew up, if you guys remember, it's the Juan in Taken, when he's like, it's not Juan.
It's Juan.
I will find you.
It's not Juan.
That's one of my favorite Vines of all time. Okay, here's the story behind that Vine. Same scenario. I posted it, went to work, and then next thing I knew, millions of views, followers. And that's what broke me, I think, past 1 million. Past 1 million followers. I went for a few 100,000, then I went to the millions. And then once you go to the millions, it's just you just keep going. And I think I ended Vine with 8 million followers, which is nice. When I go look back and think about it, I'm like, dang, I can't believe that many people followed me, because, some of my videos were getting 700,000 likes or something. And it's just that just doesn't happen anymore. That was really cool. I didn't think about it because it never really got to my head whoa, look at all this. I was just this is so fun. I'm going to keep doing it. Cool. I get to do it for a living.
Okay, I'm done flexing. I get it. It's getting annoying. You're jealous.
The character of Juan was starting to develop even more. And then that's when I thought it would be funny to, branch off into YouTube and Instagram, because I thought Vine couldn't really describe or contain, I guess, Juan in itself, and people just didn't really understand him that much. And I was like, he's really a character of his own.
They told me there would be haters.
Juan is a genius, He might not come off as a genius to people, but when you really watch the videos, you're like, Juan is a genius. He knows what he's doing, when he's doing it, everything about it. He was smart. Even when I put the Juan outfit on, I'm like, dude, I feel so smart right now. I'm a genius. I can get away with anything, do anything. I can fly. I can become a superhero. I can be whatever I want. So Juan is a secret genius. My first YouTube sketch ever was Juan gets interrogated.
Can I have 3 carne asada tacos?
Hey!
Which, Juan is just hilarious. I was all improv. We actually wanted to do a movie once called The Life of Juan, which I still kind of want to do. I've always wanted to do The Life of Juan, where he came from. Make it real, a real storyline. Because I feel right now, I want to make a YouTube video called The Juanverse, where it's the different Juans from the different universe. It would be funny to be Juan Punch Man meets Juan DeLorean meets Iron Juan meets regular Juan meets Spider Juan meets all these people. It would be a funny little video called The Juanverse. And for real, I thought that it would be cool to make a movie or a show called The Life of Juan. And for the longest time, we had many talks. I had meetings and scripts and all that stuff, and it almost came to be. It got so close to happening, but it just never happened. One of the biggest reasons I was always afraid to give away my character to anybody, and they do whatever they want with the character. I wanted to be full control. But I had meetings with big companies, and I remember those days, and they were fun, but it was scary, and I didn't know what I was doing. I was really confused on what was happening, so nothing ever came about it. I remember also that the Vine, this is going right back. I'm going everywhere with this story today. I'm sorry, but this is just the creation of Juan and where he came from and all the good stuff, the juice about Juan. The video or the Vine that I made was the taking the Isna Juan. And I remember when I made that, right? That's when I got my first almost like official email. Before I even started doing brand deals, I got an email from Sarah Finn, I believe. I don't know if it was from her or from the company, but they asked me to audition for a Marvel movie. So I was freaking out because I was like, what? You want me to audition for a Marvel movie? I had never acted. I was still working, you know, my desk job and all that good stuff. When I was doing the audition, it was Sarah Finn and someone else. And Sarah was like, oh, my kids love your Vines. They, you know, this one with Juan is so funny. When I put 2 and 2 together, I went in there to audition, and I believe Randy Couture was in there in the room with me. Like, not in the room, in the waiting room. And then Terry Crews might have been there. There was more people there, but like I was so like in shock and in awe. I was like, whoa, who are these real famous people? And I'm over here just like not knowing what I'm doing. That was my first audition ever. And it was because of Juan, really, because of the Vines that I started making with Juan. And they liked the character because I come to find out that the movie that I auditioned for, and I believe the character that I auditioned for was for Ant-Man. Not Ant-Man, you know, Ant-Man's sidekick? That funny guy, that's who I auditioned to be. He's really famous, which I love his stuff, but he's still a huge character in Ant-Man. Like in Ant-Man, he was the number 2 character, you know? It was Ant-Man and then he was a sidekick, really. And that's who I auditioned to be. I didn't know what I was doing, honestly. I didn't know, you know, how it worked and all that good stuff. I never auditioned ever in my life for anything, not even something minimal. So I went from nothing to auditioning with Sarah Finn, one of the biggest casting directors in Hollywood, I believe, and auditioning for a huge Marvel movie and a huge part. So I bombed it bad. I remember, like, I bombed it so bad. Now that I look back at and I see the character in the movie and everything, I'm like, I believe I could have done that. And I maybe put a little Juan into it. Not like full on Juan, but just a little bit of Juan twist into it. Just like the looks and the eyes and the movements and the facial expressions and stuff. I believe I could have been that character. I really do. I think if I was given another chance and if I knew what they were going for, I think I could have done it, but it was so new to me. That came about because of Juan. So this whole story is because Juan really made me, you know, I hate to admit it because it's funny because like I think of Juan thinking like Juan has his own mind. I'm like, if I say Juan made me who I am today, like in the videos that I make in the future with Juan, he's going to remind me of this video, even though it's me that is doing it. It's like Juan has his own mind in life. Once I put the Juan suit, I'm like not David anymore. Really, I know I'm weird. That's what really took off, and that became the character. And I started making so many different Juan YouTube videos and Facebook videos, you know, Old Juan Road and all these good stuff. And it was really fun. But that's where Juan came from. He really did just come from the inspiration of my grandpa, the character. I really tried to like portray his life, what he would eat, how he would act. And then I was like, how would like my grandpa act like it, you know, in this scenario. As you can tell in the videos with Juan, he's not trying to be funny. Like he's not like a comedian, like he's not joking on purpose, but what he does is funny. So that's kind of where it came from. It's like what my grandpa does is funny, even though he's not joking. And that's kind of where the character Juan, and then he evolved into other stuff because I know my grandpa's not Juan Punch Man or the Juan DeLorean or Iron Juan or anything like that. But then Juan became, you know, all, you know, his own. And yes, I still make Juan videos. And yes, I do want to still make Juan videos, but it's just hard, you know, because I make so many videos and it's like, how many situations could I put Juan in now? He's already like pretty much his own like life. It's like, I feel like Juan just moved and lives somewhere else now and does his own thing. Like he just this rich millionaire Juan, you know, superstar.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there.
And it's hard because I've done like live streams as Juan playing Fortnite or live, and it's just not the same because it's not like that's who I am. Like when I'm live streaming, I know you want me to live stream as Juan, but it's hard to stay in that character constantly because when I'm filming, I'm like thinking I'm Juan, and then I can like read the script and take a break and not be Juan and stuff like that. But yes, I am Juan. I love the character Juan. I know you all love the character Juan. I'll do more comedy sketches with Juan. But yeah, a lot of people were requesting where Juan came from, you know, what inspired Juan. And that's the story. Juan is me. And I am Juan. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to break a lot of people's hearts just in case you thought we were different people. And until next time, more story time. I have more story times I want to do with my wife, more story times I want to do like just in general, but that was the story of Juan.